ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering here today. It's a pleasure to speak with you about a topic that touches all our lives: maintaining health and well-being after the age of 70. As we age, many of us notice that health issues can seem to appear out of nowhere. One moment, we feel fine, and the next, we're facing challenges that can feel overwhelming. But understanding why this happens can empower us to take control of our health. First, let's consider the role of genetics. Our genes play a significant part in our health. They can predispose us to certain conditions like heart disease or diabetes. However, just because we have a family history of these issues doesn't mean we are destined to experience them. Knowledge is power. By being aware of our genetic background, we can take proactive steps to monitor our health and make informed choices. Next, we must acknowledge the psychological factors that influence our well-being. As we age, it's common to face emotional challenges, such as loneliness or anxiety. These feelings can impact our physical health, leading to a cycle that can be hard to break. It's essential to prioritize mental health just as much as physical health. Engaging in social activities, pursuing hobbies, and maintaining connections with loved ones can significantly enhance our emotional well-being. Lifestyle choices are another crucial piece of the puzzle. The habits we develop over the years can have lasting effects on our health. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep are vital components of a healthy lifestyle. It's never too late to make changes. Even small adjustments can lead to significant improvements. For instance, taking a daily walk, incorporating more fruits and vegetables into our meals, or establishing a calming bedtime routine can make a world of difference. Now, let's talk about practical strategies to empower ourselves. First, consider setting achievable health goals. Whether it's walking a certain number of steps each day or trying a new healthy recipe each week, having goals gives us something to strive for. It's important to celebrate our progress, no matter how small. Each step forward is a victory. Next, don't hesitate to seek support. Whether it's joining a fitness class, participating in a community group, or simply reaching out to friends and family, having a support system can make a significant impact. Sharing our experiences and challenges can lighten the load and inspire us to keep going. Lastly, stay curious and informed. Knowledge is a powerful tool. Read about health and wellness, attend workshops, or consult with healthcare professionals. The more we understand about our bodies and minds, the better equipped we are to make choices that enhance our well-being. In conclusion, while health issues may seem to appear suddenly, understanding the interplay of genetics, psychology, and lifestyle can help us navigate these challenges. By taking proactive steps, setting goals, seeking support, and staying informed, we can maintain our health and well-being well into our golden years. Remember, it's never too late to take charge of your health. Let's embrace this journey together with hope and determination. Thank you for your time, and I wish you all a vibrant and fulfilling life ahead. As people reach the age of 70 and beyond, they often find that physical problems become more common. This increase in health issues can be attributed to a combination of emotional and biological factors that work together to create unique challenges for older adults. One of the primary biological factors is the natural aging process itself. As we age, our bodies undergo various changes that can weaken our physical health. For instance, our immune systems become less effective at fighting off infections and diseases. This decline in immune function means that older adults are more susceptible to illnesses that younger people might easily overcome. Additionally, the body's ability to repair itself diminishes over time. This can lead to a longer recovery period after injuries or surgeries, making it harder for older individuals to bounce back from physical setbacks. Genetic predispositions also play a significant role in the health of older adults. Some people may inherit genes that make them more likely to develop certain chronic diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes, or arthritis. These conditions can significantly impact a person's quality of life, leading to pain, mobility issues, and a greater reliance on medical care. Even if someone has lived a healthy lifestyle, their genetic makeup can still influence their health as they age. Chronic diseases are another major factor contributing to the physical problems faced by those over 70. Many older adults live with one or more chronic conditions that require ongoing management. These diseases can create a cycle of health issues, where one condition exacerbates another. For example, someone with diabetes may also develop heart problems, which can lead to further complications. Managing multiple health issues can be overwhelming, and can take a toll on both physical and emotional well-being. Emotional factors also play a crucial role in how older adults experience physical problems. Aging can bring about feelings of loss, whether it be the loss of loved ones, independence, or physical abilities. These emotional challenges can lead to depression and anxiety, which can further impact physical health. When someone feels down or anxious, they may be less likely to engage in physical activity, eat well, or take their medications as prescribed. This lack of self-care can create a vicious cycle, where emotional struggles lead to physical decline, which in turn worsens emotional health. Moreover, social isolation is a common issue for older adults, especially those who may have lost friends or family members. Loneliness can exacerbate feelings of depression and anxiety, making it even harder to maintain physical health. The lack of social support can also mean that older adults may not have someone to encourage them to stay active or seek medical help when needed. In conclusion, the combination of biological changes, genetic predispositions, chronic diseases, and emotional challenges creates a complex landscape for those over 70. Each of these factors interacts with the others, making aging a unique challenge that requires a holistic approach to health and well-being. Understanding these issues can help caregivers, family members, as individuals reach the age of 70 and beyond. The significance of lifestyle habits becomes increasingly pronounced in shaping their overall health and well-being. The choices made in daily life can either enhance vitality or contribute to a decline in health, making it essential to prioritize certain habits that promote longevity and quality of life. One of the most critical aspects of healthy aging is sleep. Quality sleep is not merely a luxury. It is a fundamental pillar of health that supports cognitive function, emotional stability, and physical recovery. As people age, they may experience changes in sleep patterns, often leading to shorter sleep durations or disrupted sleep. This can result in a cascade of negative effects, such as increased risk of chronic conditions, impaired memory, and diminished mood. Conversely, prioritizing restorative sleep can lead to improved mental clarity, better emotional regulation, and enhanced immune function, allowing individuals to engage more fully in life. Balanced nutrition is another cornerstone of health after 70. The body's nutritional needs evolve with age, necessitating a diet rich in essential nutrients to support bone health, muscle maintenance, and overall vitality. A diet that includes a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats can help combat the natural decline in metabolism and muscle mass that often accompanies aging. For instance, incorporating foods high in calcium and vitamin D can strengthen bones, while protein-rich foods can help preserve muscle mass, reducing the risk of frailty and falls. Neglecting proper nutrition, on the other hand, can lead to deficiencies that exacerbate health issues, such as osteoporosis or cardiovascular disease, ultimately diminishing one's quality of life. Engaging in diverse physical activities is equally vital for maintaining health in later years. A well-rounded exercise regimen that includes muscle strengthening and flexibility exercises can significantly enhance physical function and mobility. Strength training helps counteract the natural loss of muscle mass, which can lead to weakness and increased risk of injury. Flexibility exercises, such as yoga or stretching, improve balance and coordination, reducing the likelihood of falls, a common concern for older adults. For example, a regular routine of light weightlifting and stretching can empower individuals to perform daily tasks with ease, from lifting groceries to bending down to tie their shoes. In contrast, a sedentary lifestyle can lead to stiffness, decreased mobility, and a greater risk of chronic diseases, creating a cycle of decline that can be difficult to reverse. The interplay of these lifestyle habits, adequate sleep, balanced nutrition, and diverse physical activities creates a foundation for aging gracefully. Individuals who embrace these practices often find themselves more energetic, mentally sharp, and emotionally resilient. They can enjoy activities such as gardening, traveling, or spending time with family, all of which contribute to a fulfilling life. On the other hand, those who neglect these habits may face a more challenging aging process, characterized by increased health issues and a diminished quality of life. In conclusion, the choices made regarding sleep, nutrition, and physical activity are pivotal in shaping health after 70. By prioritizing these habits, individuals can not only enhance their well-being, but also embrace the later years of life with vigor and joy. The journey of aging can be a beautiful one, filled with opportunities for growth and connection, provided that one takes the necessary steps to nurture their health. As people grow older, various psychological factors can significantly influence their health. One of the most pressing issues many face in their later years is loneliness. This feeling can arise from losing loved ones, moving away from familiar places, or simply not having enough social interactions. Loneliness can lead to a sense of isolation, which can be very harmful. When someone feels lonely, it can affect their mood and lead to feelings of sadness or depression. Depression is more than just feeling sad. It can have serious effects on both mental and physical health. Older adults who experience depression may find it hard to enjoy activities they once loved, and they might withdraw from social situations. This withdrawal can create a cycle where loneliness and depression feed into each other, making it even harder to reach out for help or connect with others. The impact of loneliness and depression is not limited to mental health. Research shows that these feelings can also lead to physical health problems. For instance, people who are lonely or depressed may have weaker immune systems, making them more susceptible to illnesses. They might also neglect their physical health, skipping exercise or not eating well, which can lead to further health issues. On the other hand, social engagement and emotional support play a crucial role in combating these challenges. When older adults maintain connections with family, friends, or community groups, they often feel more fulfilled and less isolated. Engaging in social activities can provide a sense of purpose and belonging, which is vital for mental well-being. Emotional support from loved ones can also help individuals cope with the stresses of aging, providing comfort during tough times and encouraging them to seek help when needed. In summary, the psychological factors affecting health in later years, particularly loneliness and depression, can have profound effects on both mental and physical well-being. However, fostering social connections and emotional support can significantly improve the quality of life for older adults, helping them navigate the challenges they face. By prioritizing relationships and community involvement, individuals can create a more positive and healthier aging experience. As people reach the age of 70 and beyond, their health can be influenced by a mix of economic and medical factors that often create challenges. One of the most pressing issues is financial struggles. Many older adults live on fixed incomes, relying on pensions or Social Security, which may not be enough to cover all their expenses. This can lead to tough choices, such as whether to pay for medications or buy healthy food. When money is tight, it becomes harder to access proper nutrition, which is crucial for maintaining health. A balanced diet helps to prevent diseases and manage existing conditions, but when fresh fruits and vegetables are too expensive, many seniors may turn to cheaper, less nutritious options. Access to healthcare is another significant concern. While some older adults have health insurance, others may find it difficult to afford co-pays or deductibles. This can result in skipping doctor visits or not getting necessary treatments. Regular checkups are essential for catching health issues early, but without proper access, many seniors may miss out on vital care. Additionally, the healthcare system can be confusing, and navigating it can be overwhelming for those who are not tech-savvy or who have mobility issues. Medication misuse is another risk that often goes unnoticed. Many seniors take multiple medications, which can lead to confusion about dosages and schedules. Sometimes they may forget to take their pills or take them incorrectly, which can cause serious health problems. Furthermore, the side effects of certain medications can be more pronounced in older adults, leading to additional complications. These economic and medical factors create a web of vulnerabilities for those over 70. Financial stress can lead to poor nutrition, which in turn affects overall health. Limited access to healthcare means that many seniors may not receive the preventive care they need, and the risks associated with medication misuse can further complicate their health. Together, these issues highlight the importance of addressing both the economic and medical needs of older adults to help them lead healthier, more fulfilling lives in their later years. Walking is a simple yet profoundly beneficial activity for seniors, offering a multitude of advantages that enhance both physical and mental well-being. As one of the most accessible forms of exercise, walking can be easily integrated into daily routines, making it an ideal choice for older adults looking to maintain their health and independence. One of the most significant benefits of walking is its positive impact on cardiovascular health. Regular walking helps to strengthen the heart improve circulation, and lower blood pressure. This is particularly important for seniors, as cardiovascular diseases are prevalent in this age group. By engaging in brisk walks, seniors can reduce their risk of heart-related issues, ensuring that their hearts remain strong and efficient. In addition to cardiovascular benefits, walking plays a crucial role in enhancing muscle and bone strength. As we age, muscle mass and bone density naturally decline, which can lead to frailty and an increased risk of falls. However, walking helps to counteract these effects by promoting muscle engagement and stimulating bone growth. The weight-bearing nature of walking encourages the body to maintain and even build bone density, which is essential for maintaining mobility and independence. Moreover, walking has a positive influence on digestion and metabolism. Regular physical activity, such as walking, stimulates the digestive system, helping to alleviate issues like constipation and promoting overall gut health. This is particularly beneficial for seniors who may experience slower digestion as they age. Additionally, walking can boost metabolism, aiding in weight management and helping to prevent obesity-related complications. Sleep quality is another area where walking can make a significant difference. Many seniors struggle with sleep disturbances, which can affect their overall health and quality of life. Engaging in regular walking can help regulate sleep patterns, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. The physical exertion from walking, combined with exposure to natural light, can help reset the body's internal clock, leading to more restful and restorative sleep. Beyond the physical benefits, walking contributes to overall health and independence in a more holistic sense. It fosters a sense of community and social interaction when done in groups or with friends, combating feelings of isolation that can sometimes accompany aging. The act of walking itself can instill a sense of accomplishment and empowerment, encouraging seniors to remain active and engaged in their lives. In conclusion, walking is a powerful tool for seniors, offering a wealth of benefits that enhance cardiovascular health, strengthen muscles and bones, improve digestion and metabolism, and promote better sleep quality. By incorporating walking into their daily routines, seniors can enjoy a healthier, more independent lifestyle, ultimately leading to a greater sense of well-being and fulfillment. As we age, our bodies go through many changes, and it becomes increasingly important to focus on activities that support our health and well-being. For those over 70, reducing the amount of walking can be beneficial, especially if it leads to a greater emphasis on strength training and other forms of exercise. Strength training helps to build and maintain muscle mass, which is crucial for staying strong and independent. It can also improve balance and coordination, reducing the risk of falls, which is a common concern for older adults. In addition to exercise, maintaining a balanced diet plays a vital role in overall health. A diet rich in protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. Foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, beans, and nuts can provide the necessary protein to support an active lifestyle. Calcium is another important nutrient, as it helps to keep bones strong and healthy. Dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified foods are excellent sources of calcium that should be included in daily meals. Vitamins also play a significant role in maintaining health as we age. Vitamins D and B12, for example, are crucial for bone health and energy levels. Foods rich in these vitamins, along with a variety of fruits and vegetables, can help ensure that the body gets the nutrients it needs. Staying hydrated is equally important, as proper hydration supports digestion, circulation, and overall bodily functions. Drinking enough water throughout the day can help keep energy levels up and improve overall health. By focusing on strength training, a balanced diet rich in protein, calcium, and vitamins, and staying well hydrated, those over 70 can enhance their quality of life. These practices not only support physical health, but also contribute to mental well-being, allowing for a more active and fulfilling lifestyle. Embracing these changes can lead to a healthier, happier life in the golden years. As we grow older, taking care of our brain health becomes increasingly important. Just like our bodies, our brains need exercise and stimulation to stay strong and sharp. Engaging in activities that challenge our minds can help prevent cognitive decline, which is when our thinking skills and memory start to fade. One great way to keep our brains active is by solving puzzles, whether it's crosswords, Sudoku, or jigsaw puzzles. These activities require us to think critically and use problem-solving skills. They can be fun and rewarding, giving us a sense of accomplishment when we complete them. This mental workout helps to strengthen the connections in our brain, making it easier to remember things and think clearly. Learning new skills is another fantastic way to boost brain health. This could be anything from picking up a new language to trying out a musical instrument or even cooking a new recipe. When we learn something new, our brains create new pathways, which keeps them flexible and adaptable. This not only helps with memory, but also keeps us feeling youthful and engaged with the world around us. Socializing is equally important for our cognitive health. Spending time with friends and family, joining clubs, or participating in community events can provide both mental and emotional benefits. Conversations and interactions with others stimulate our brains and can help reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation. Sharing experiences and laughter with others can lift our spirits and improve our overall well-being. The emotional and mental rewards of these activities are significant. Engaging in puzzles, learning new things, and socializing can lead to feelings of happiness and fulfillment. They can boost our self-esteem and give us a sense of purpose. When we feel good emotionally, it positively impacts our mental health, creating a cycle of well-being that supports our cognitive functions. In summary, brain health and cognitive engagement are vital as we age. Activities like solving puzzles, learning new skills, and socializing not only help prevent cognitive decline, but also enrich our lives emotionally and mentally. By keeping our minds active and connected with others, we can enjoy a healthier, happier life in our later years. Walking is a wonderful way to stay active and healthy, especially after the age of 70. However, it's important to be aware of some common mistakes that can lead to injuries or discomfort. One of the biggest risks is overexertion. It can be tempting to push yourself to walk longer or faster than your body is ready for. This can lead to fatigue, muscle strain, or even falls. It's crucial to listen to your body and start with shorter walks, gradually increasing your distance and pace as you feel more comfortable. Another common mistake is poor posture. As we age, it's easy to develop habits that can affect how we walk. Slouching or leaning too far forward can put extra strain on your back and joints. Instead, try to keep your head up, shoulders back, and your back straight. This not only helps you walk more efficiently, but also reduces the risk of injury. Abrupt stops can also be a problem. If you suddenly stop walking, it can throw off your balance and increase the chance of falling. Instead of stopping quickly, slow down gradually and come to a gentle stop. This will help your body adjust and maintain your balance. To ensure a safe and effective walking routine, it's important to wear comfortable shoes that provide good support. Choose a flat sole with a cushioned insole to help absorb shock. Walking on even surfaces can also reduce the risk of tripping. If you're walking outside, be mindful of uneven sidewalks or curbs. Staying hydrated is another key factor. Sometimes we forget to drink enough water, especially if we're not walking for long periods. Dehydration can lead to dizziness and fatigue, so make sure to drink water before and after your walk. Lastly, consider walking with a friend or using a walking aid if you feel unsteady. Having someone with you can provide support and make your walks more enjoyable. Remember, the goal is to stay active while keeping your body safe. By being aware of these common mistakes and taking simple steps to avoid them, you can enjoy walking as a healthy and fulfilling activity. Always listen to your body and take your time. Happy walking. Maintaining health and vitality after the age of 70 is essential for enjoying a vibrant and fulfilling life. One of the most important aspects is finding a balance in physical activity, nutrition, and mental engagement. Regular physical activity helps keep the body strong and flexible. Simple exercises like walking, stretching, or even dancing can improve strength and balance, reducing the risk of falls and injuries. It's important to choose activities that you enjoy, as this makes it easier to stay active. Nutrition plays a crucial role in overall health. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can provide the necessary nutrients to support your body. Staying hydrated is also vital, so drinking enough water throughout the day is important. It's helpful to pay attention to portion sizes and to limit processed foods and sugars, as these can lead to health issues. Mental engagement is just as important as physical health. Keeping your mind active through reading, puzzles, or learning new skills can help maintain cognitive function. Social connections are also key. Spending time with family and friends can boost your mood and provide emotional support. Engaging in community activities or volunteering can create a sense of purpose and belonging. By focusing on these three areas, physical activity, nutrition, and mental engagement, you can enhance your quality of life and enjoy your later years to the fullest. Embracing these strategies will help you maintain your health and vitality, allowing you to live a vibrant and fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us for that insightful exploration of the challenges and joys of living with elderly parents. We hope you found the discussion both enlightening and relatable. Now, as we shift gears, let's dive into a topic that often stirs deep emotions and raises important questions: the complexities surrounding elderly parents deciding to live with their children after retirement. Have you ever wondered if living with your children in old age is the right choice? At first glance, it might seem like a straightforward decision, but the reality is layered with emotional and practical challenges that can affect everyone involved. In this next segment, we'll follow Leah's journey as she navigates the realities of cohabitation with her adult children. Through her story, we'll uncover the profound lessons about maintaining independence and personal fulfillment, even in the face of such significant life changes. So, let's embark on this journey together and see what Leah's experiences can teach us about family dynamics, love, and the quest for balance in our later years. Stay tuned! Leah sat quietly in her living room, surrounded by the memories of her life with her husband. The house felt empty now, filled with echoes of laughter and love that had once filled every corner. After his passing, loneliness wrapped around her like a heavy blanket, making it hard to breathe. She missed him deeply, and the grief was a constant companion, reminding her of the joy that had been lost. One day, as she looked through old photographs, Leah felt a spark of hope. She thought about her son Carlos and how he had always been there for her. Living close to family seemed like a way to find comfort and purpose again. She imagined how nice it would be to share meals, stories, and laughter with him and his family. The thought of reconnecting with her grandchildren filled her heart with warmth. She longed to be part of their lives, to watch them grow, and to create new memories together. With this newfound determination, Leah began to pack her belongings. As she folded clothes and carefully placed her favorite books in boxes, excitement bubbled within her. She envisioned a home filled with love, where her grandchildren would run around, their laughter echoing through the halls. She imagined family dinners, where everyone would gather around the table, sharing stories and creating a sense of belonging that she craved. Each item she packed felt like a step toward healing. Leah could almost see the bright, cheerful atmosphere that would replace the silence of her home. She dreamed of a life where the void left by her husband could be filled with the love of her family. The thought of starting this new chapter brought a smile to her face, and for the first time in a long while, she felt a glimmer of hope. In the early days of Leah's new life in Carlos's home, everything felt like a dream come true. The house was spacious and filled with light, and Leah loved how it felt to be part of a bustling family again. The children were excited to have their grandmother nearby, and their laughter filled the rooms, making the home feel warm and alive. Leah found joy in cooking meals for everyone, preparing dishes that brought back memories of her own family gatherings. Each time she set the table, she felt a sense of pride, knowing that she was contributing to the happiness of those around her as she maintained the household. Leah discovered a renewed sense of purpose. She enjoyed organizing the kitchen, tidying up the living room, and making sure everything was in its place. The children often came to her for help with their homework or just to share stories about their day. Leah cherished these moments, feeling valued and needed. It was as if she had found her place again, and the love and appreciation from her family filled her heart with warmth. Leah felt fulfilled in this new role, believing that her presence made a difference. She was not just a grandmother. She was a vital part of the family, someone who brought comfort and stability. The days were filled with laughter, shared meals, and the simple joy of being together. In those early days, Leah truly felt like she belonged, and her heart swelled with happiness as she embraced this new chapter of her life. First, Leah enjoyed helping out around the house. It felt good to pitch in, whether it was cooking dinner or watching the kids for a bit. But over time, those small acts of kindness began to grow into something much bigger. What started as occasional help turned into regular responsibilities that filled her days. Picking up the children from school became a daily task, and soon she was also managing the laundry, cleaning, and grocery shopping. At first, Leah didn't mind. She thought of it as being part of a family, contributing to their well-being. But as the weeks turned into months, these tasks began to feel less like contributions and more like obligations. The joy she once felt started to fade, replaced by a sense of being overwhelmed. The demands on her time grew heavier, and she found herself rushing from one chore to the next, with little time left for herself. Leah's emotional needs began to slip away unnoticed. There was no time for her to relax, to pursue her hobbies, or even to sit quietly with her thoughts. The family seemed to rely on her more, and she felt like she was losing her own identity in the process. The exhaustion crept in, and with it came a growing sense of unease. She wanted to be there for her family, but she also longed for a moment to breathe, to feel like she mattered beyond her roles and responsibilities. As Leah continued to juggle everything, she realized that her own feelings were being overlooked. The weight of her obligations pressed down on her, and she felt trapped in a cycle of giving without receiving. The love she had for her family was still there, but it was now mixed with a deep sense of fatigue and a yearning for recognition of her own needs. In the end, Leah found herself at a crossroads, caught between her desire to support her family and the need to reclaim her own time and energy. The shift in her role had transformed her life in ways she never expected, leaving her feeling more like a caretaker than a valued member of the family. Leah felt a heavy weight in her chest as she realized that her presence in the family was often overlooked. It was as if she had become a shadow, always there but rarely seen. The meaningful conversations she once shared with Carlos and Marina had dwindled to brief exchanges about daily tasks. Where they used to laugh and share dreams, now they were only hurried words about dinner plans or reminders to pick up groceries. Each passing day, Leah felt more invisible, her thoughts and feelings fading into the background. As her sense of identity began to slip away, Leah found herself questioning who she was outside of her roles as a mother and a partner. The vibrant woman who once filled the house with laughter and warmth now felt like a ghost, haunting the corners of her own life. Loneliness wrapped around her like a thick fog, making it hard to breathe. She felt frustrated, trapped in a routine that had become a series of tasks rather than a source of joy. The simple pleasures of life, like a warm cup of coffee or a quiet moment in the sun, lost their charm as they were overshadowed by the weight of her responsibilities. What had once been a cherished role within the family now felt like a burden. Leah began to question whether she had sacrificed too much of herself for the sake of her loved ones. The love she had poured into her family felt unreturned, and she wondered if they even noticed her efforts. The joy she once found in caring for them was now mixed with resentment and sadness. She longed for connection, for someone to see her, to ask how she was feeling, but those moments seemed to slip further away. In the quiet of her thoughts, Leah grappled with the realization that she had lost a part of herself in the process of giving so much. The vibrant conversations, the laughter, and the shared dreams felt like distant memories, leaving her feeling empty and alone. She yearned for the days when her presence was celebrated, not taken for granted, and she struggled to find a way back to the woman she used to be. Leah sat quietly in her favorite chair, the sunlight streaming through the window, casting warm patterns on the floor. As she sipped her tea, she began to reflect on her life and the changes she had made over the years. Memories flooded her mind, taking her back to a time when she felt truly independent and free. She remembered the simple pleasures that had once filled her days: morning walks in the crisp air, the sound of leaves crunching under her feet, and the way the world felt fresh and new each day. She thought about the joy of reading books, losing herself in stories that transported her to different worlds. Those moments of solitude were precious to her, allowing her to think and dream without interruption. Leah cherished the freedom to live on her own terms, making choices that brought her happiness. She could decide when to wake up, what to eat, and how to spend her time. But as she sat there, a heavy realization settled in her heart. The life she had built, while comfortable, had come at a cost. Somewhere along the way, she had traded her independence for security, and in doing so, she had lost a part of herself. The vibrant mornings and the joy of simple activities had faded into the background, replaced by routines that felt more like obligations. This realization stirred something deep within her. Leah felt a growing desire to reclaim what she had lost. She wanted to feel the thrill of spontaneity again, to embrace the little joys that had once defined her days. The thought of making a change filled her with both excitement and fear, but she knew it was necessary. She longed to step back into the light of her own life, to rediscover the happiness that came from being true to herself. With a deep breath, Leah resolved to take the first steps toward that change. She would seek out those morning walks again, find time to read, and prioritize her own happiness. It was time to reclaim her independence and live life on her own terms once more. Leah stood in the living room, her heart racing as she prepared to speak to Carlos and Marina. The walls felt like they were closing in on her, but she knew it was time to reclaim her independence. She had spent too long feeling lost in someone else's home, and now she needed to find her own path again. Gathering her strength, Leah took a deep breath. She thought about the life she had once loved, the freedom, the joy, and the dreams she had set aside. It was time to bring those dreams back to life. With a steady voice, she turned to Carlos and Marina, who were sitting together on the couch, their expressions curious but concerned. "I need to talk to you both," Leah began, her hands trembling slightly. "I've been thinking a lot about my life and what I truly want. I've realized that I need to prioritize my well-being and reconnect with the person I used to be." Carlos looked surprised, and Marina's eyes widened. Leah continued, "I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I feel like I've lost myself here. I need to leave and find my own way again." There was a moment of silence as Carlos and Marina processed her words. Leah could see the surprise on their faces, but she also sensed a shift in the air. Slowly, Carlos spoke up. "I didn't expect this, Leah, but I can see how much this means to you." Marina nodded, her expression softening. "We want you to be happy, Leah. If this is what you need, we support you." Relief washed over Leah as she heard their understanding. It was still a difficult conversation, but their support made it easier. She felt a weight lift off her shoulders, knowing she was taking a step toward her own happiness. As they talked more about her plans, Leah felt a sense of hope. She was ready to embrace her independence and the life she had once cherished. With Carlos and Marina's encouragement, Leah stood in front of her front door, her heart racing with a mix of excitement and nervousness. The key felt cool in her hand as she inserted it into the lock. With a gentle turn, the door clicked open, and she stepped inside. The familiar scent of her home wrapped around her like a warm blanket, bringing back memories of laughter and comfort. The silence was soothing, a stark contrast to the noise of the world outside. It felt like a safe haven, a place where she could finally breathe. As she walked through the rooms, Leah took a moment to soak it all in. The sunlight streamed through the windows, casting soft shadows on the walls. She smiled as she noticed the little things that made her home uniquely hers. The colorful paintings she had created, the cozy throw blankets draped over the couch, and the small potted plants that thrived on the windowsill. Each detail reminded her of the joy she had once felt in this space. Leah decided to start her mornings with a walk around the neighborhood. The first day, she stepped outside, feeling the cool breeze on her face. The world was waking up, and so was she. The chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves filled her with a sense of peace. With each step, she felt lighter, as if the weight of the past was slowly lifting. She began to notice the beauty around her, the vibrant flowers blooming in gardens, the friendly waves from neighbors, and the laughter of children playing. It was a simple pleasure, but it filled her heart with happiness. Reconnecting with friends was another joy she had missed. Leah reached out to those she hadn't seen in a while, and soon they were meeting for coffee and sharing stories. The laughter and warmth of their conversations reminded her of the importance of these connections. Each gathering felt like a celebration, a reminder that she was not alone in her journey. They supported her, listened to her, and shared in her happiness, reaffirming her decision to prioritize her well-being. Leah also found herself exploring new hobbies. She picked up her paintbrushes again, letting her creativity flow onto the canvas. The colors danced together, and she lost track of time as she painted. It was a joyful escape, a way to express herself and rediscover her passions. She also tried her hand at gardening, planting seeds in her backyard and watching them grow. Each sprout was a small victory, a symbol of her renewed spirit. With every morning walk, every coffee date, and every stroke of the brush, Leah felt more at home in her own life. She realized that these simple activities brought her immense joy and fulfillment. Each step she took reaffirmed her belief that she had made the right decision to prioritize her happiness. She was finally living for herself, and it felt wonderful. As the days turned into weeks, Leah embraced her new routine with open arms. The freedom and peace she had longed for were now hers, and she cherished every moment. Her heart was full, and she knew she was exactly where she was meant to be. Leah's story offers a valuable lesson about family dynamics that many can relate to. It shows that while being close to family can seem like a good idea, it can sometimes lead to emotional distance. When family members live too close together, they may take each other for granted or feel overwhelmed by each other's presence. This can create tension and misunderstandings, making it hard to appreciate the good moments. On the other hand, having some physical space can actually strengthen relationships. When family members live apart, they have the chance to grow as individuals. This independence is not a rejection of family. Rather, it is a way to maintain dignity and happiness by having their own space. Family members can come together with fresh perspectives and renewed energy, making their interactions more meaningful and enjoyable. Distance allows families to escape the daily pressures that come with cohabitation. Without the constant presence of one another, they can focus on their own lives and interests, which can lead to healthier connections. When they do come together, it is often with a sense of excitement and appreciation rather than the routine familiarity that can sometimes dull relationships. In essence, Leah's experience teaches us that maintaining a balance between closeness and independence can lead to stronger family bonds. It reminds us that space can be a gift, allowing love and respect to flourish in a way that brings everyone closer together. Self-care and independence are crucial for elderly parents, as they help maintain their emotional and physical well-being. When parents focus solely on family obligations, they often sacrifice their own happiness. This can lead to feelings of resentment and a loss of identity, much like what Leah experienced. She dedicated herself to her family, putting their needs above her own, which left her feeling unfulfilled and disconnected from who she truly was. Leah's journey highlights the importance of prioritizing personal needs. By taking time for herself, she began to rediscover her passions and interests. This shift not only improved her mood, but also allowed her to engage more meaningfully with her family. When parents feel happy and fulfilled, they can bring that positive energy into their relationships, making family time more enjoyable and enriching. As Leah focused on her own happiness, she found that her bond with her family grew stronger. She was more present and engaged during their time together, which created a more loving and supportive environment. By taking care of herself, Leah was able to be the parent her family needed, without losing sight of her own identity. In conclusion, self-care is not selfish. It is essential. When elderly parents prioritize their own needs, they can lead happier, more fulfilling lives. This, in turn, enhances their relationships with their families, allowing for deeper connections and shared joy. Leah's experience serves as a reminder that taking care of oneself is a vital part of being able to care for others. As we reflect on Leah's journey, we are reminded of the vital importance of maintaining our independence and balance within our family relationships. Leah's story teaches us that it is possible to reclaim our lives, no matter where we find ourselves on our path. It encourages us to prioritize our own happiness while still nurturing the meaningful connections we have with our loved ones. In our busy lives, it can be easy to lose sight of our own needs and desires, often putting the happiness of others before our own. However, true fulfillment comes from a place of balance, where we can support our family while also honoring our own dreams and aspirations. Leah's transformation is a powerful reminder that it is never too late to pursue a joyful existence, to take steps toward a life that feels authentic and rewarding. As you think about your own journey, consider the choices you make each day. Are they enhancing your well-being? Are you allowing yourself the space to grow and thrive? Embrace the idea that your happiness matters and that nurturing your own spirit can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections with those you love. Take a moment to reflect on what brings you joy and fulfillment. Let Leah's story inspire you to make choices that align with your true self. And remember that it is always possible to create a life that feels rich and rewarding. As we wrap up our exploration of the challenges and joys of aging gracefully, I want to take a moment to thank you for joining us on this heartfelt journey through the inspiring story of Grandfather Park. His resilience and creativity in navigating the complexities of elderly care have not only touched our hearts but also opened our eyes to the beauty that can emerge from life's later chapters. Now that we've delved into the depths of his experiences, we're excited to transition to a new topic that complements this narrative beautifully. We'll be shifting our focus to the innovative ways communities are coming together to support our elders, ensuring that their golden years are filled with dignity, joy, and connection. So, stay with us as we uncover more stories of hope and inspiration that highlight the power of community in the lives of our beloved seniors. Many seniors face a range of challenges as they age, both emotional and practical. One of the most common struggles is the reliance on family for support. While family can provide love and care, it can also create feelings of guilt and burden for both the seniors and their loved ones. Seniors may feel like they are a burden, which can lead to feelings of sadness and isolation. On the other hand, family members may feel overwhelmed by the responsibility of caring for an aging parent or grandparent. leading to stress and frustration. Grandfather Park's story offers a unique perspective on overcoming these challenges. He found a way to create a living arrangement that allowed him to maintain his independence while still being close to his family. Instead of moving in with his children, he chose to live in a small, cozy home nearby. This decision allowed him to have his own space, where he could enjoy his hobbies and maintain his daily routines. At the same time, it made it easy for his family to visit and check on him regularly. This balance helped strengthen their emotional bonds, as they could share moments together without the pressure of constant caregiving. The importance of emotional connections cannot be overstated. For seniors, having strong relationships with family and friends can greatly improve their quality of life. It provides them with a sense of belonging and purpose. Creative thinking in living arrangements, like Grandfather Park's, can also play a crucial role. By finding solutions that allow for independence while still fostering connection, seniors can enjoy their later years more fully. In conclusion, the realities many seniors face can be tough, but stories like Grandfather Park's remind us that there are ways to navigate these challenges. By focusing on emotional bonds and thinking outside the box about living arrangements, both seniors and their families can find a path that works for everyone. This approach not only enhances the lives of seniors but also strengthens family ties, creating a supportive environment for all. Grandfather Park had always been a proud man, full of stories and laughter. As he grew older, he faced the challenge of living alone. At first, he moved into a nursing home, thinking it would be a safe place where he could get the help he needed. However, he quickly felt trapped. The rules were strict, and he missed the freedom of making his own choices. The staff were kind, but he longed for the days when he could decide when to eat or when to take a walk. After some time, his family decided it would be better for him to have caregivers come to his home. This arrangement allowed him to stay in a familiar place, but it still felt like he was losing his independence. The caregivers were helpful, but he often felt like a guest in his own life. He appreciated their support, but he wanted to feel more in control of his daily routine. Eventually, Grandfather Park moved in with his daughter and her family. At first, he was grateful for their company and the love they shared. However, he soon realized that living with them came with its own challenges. He felt like he was imposing on their lives, and he missed having his own space. He wanted to be part of the family, but also needed to maintain his dignity and independence. After much thought and discussion with his family, they found a solution that worked for everyone. They helped him set up a small apartment in a nearby senior community. This place offered him the independence he craved, while still providing support when he needed it. He could cook his own meals, decorate his space, and invite family over whenever he wanted. The community also had activities that allowed him to meet new friends and stay active. Grandfather Park finally felt at home again. He had the freedom to live life on his own terms, while knowing that help was just a call away. This balance brought him joy and a sense of dignity that he had been searching for. He often smiled, grateful for the journey that led him to this new chapter in his life. Losing his spouse was a turning point in Grandfather Park's life, leaving a deep void that he struggled to fill. The days felt longer and emptier without her laughter and companionship. Each hospital visit became a reminder of his own declining health. As he faced the reality of his age and the frailty of his body, the sterile smell of the hospital and the beeping machines were constant reminders of his vulnerability. He often found himself sitting in the waiting room, feeling lost and alone, wishing for the comfort of his wife's presence. As his health declined, he grappled with the emotional weight of feeling like a burden to his children. He could see the worry in their eyes during family gatherings, and it pained him to think that his needs were taking a toll on their lives. He wanted to be the strong figure they remembered, not someone who required help with simple tasks. This struggle made him feel trapped between wanting to maintain his independence and the reality of needing assistance. Grandfather Park often fought against the urge to ask for help, wanting to preserve his dignity. He would try to do things on his own. Even when it was difficult, simple tasks like getting dressed or preparing a meal became monumental challenges. He felt a mix of frustration and sadness as he realized that his body was no longer cooperating with his mind. The emotional toll of this struggle was heavy. He felt like he was losing a part of himself with each passing day. Despite these hardships, he tried to find small moments of joy. A visit from his grandchildren could light up his day, reminding him of the love that still surrounded him. He cherished those moments, even as he battled the feelings of loneliness and despair. Grandfather Park's journey was one of resilience as he navigated the complexities of aging, loss, and the desire to remain a valued part of his family. In the end, he learned that it was okay to lean on his loved ones, even if it felt uncomfortable. The love they shared was stronger than the burdens he feared. Through this process, he discovered that maintaining autonomy was not just about physical independence, but also about embracing the connections that brought him comfort and strength. Grandfather Park had always valued his independence. Living alone in his cozy home, he enjoyed the quiet moments of reading and tending to his garden. However, as time passed, he began to feel the weight of loneliness. One sunny afternoon, while sitting on his porch, he noticed a young couple moving in next door. They were cheerful and full of energy, and their laughter floated through the air, catching his attention. Curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to introduce himself. The couple, Mia and Jake, were friendly and eager to meet their new neighbor. As they chatted, Grandfather Park learned that they were new to the area and looking for ways to settle in. He shared stories of the neighborhood and offered tips on the best local spots. They quickly formed a bond, and it wasn't long before they began to help each other. One day, Mia mentioned that they were looking for a way to save on rent. Grandfather Park, who had a spacious home, suggested a living arrangement that could benefit them all. They could share the house, with the couple taking the upstairs while he remained on the ground floor. This idea excited everyone. It would give Mia and Jake a place to live while allowing Grandfather Park to have companionship and support. As the weeks went by, the arrangement blossomed. Mia and Jake helped with chores around the house, and in return, Grandfather Park shared his wisdom and stories. They often enjoyed meals together, filling the home with laughter and warmth. Grandfather Park found joy in their youthful energy, while Mia and Jake appreciated his guidance and the sense of security he provided. This new living situation allowed Grandfather Park to maintain his dignity and independence. He had his own space and routine, but he also had the comfort of knowing that he was not alone. The couple respected his privacy and often checked in on him, making sure he was doing well. In turn, they felt supported by his presence, knowing they had someone to turn to for advice or help. Through this innovative arrangement, they created a little family of their own. Grandfather Park felt a renewed sense of purpose, and Mia and Jake found a safe haven in their new home. Together, they built a life filled with mutual respect, companionship, and support, proving that living alone can be a tough journey, especially for someone like Grandfather Park, who faced several challenges. One of the biggest issues was his mobility. As he grew older, moving around became harder for him. Simple tasks like going to the kitchen or getting to the bathroom took a lot of effort. He had to be careful not to fall, which made him feel more isolated at times. Financial strains also weighed heavily on him. With a fixed income from retirement, he had to budget carefully. There were days when he worried about whether he could afford groceries or pay for necessary medical supplies. This constant concern added stress to his daily life, making it hard to enjoy the little things. Finding consistent caregiving support was another challenge. Many of his friends had moved away or were dealing with their own health issues. The few caregivers available often had busy schedules, which meant Grandfather Park sometimes had to wait longer for help than he would have liked. This uncertainty made him feel vulnerable and alone. Despite these obstacles, Grandfather Park showed great resilience and adaptability. He started by creating a daily routine that worked for him. He set specific times for meals, exercise, and relaxation. This structure gave him a sense of purpose and helped him manage his time better. He also learned to use technology to stay connected with family and friends. Video calls became a regular part of his day, allowing him to share moments and feel less isolated. To tackle his mobility issues, he invested in some helpful tools. A walker made it easier for him to move around safely, and he rearranged his home to minimize the risk of falls. He placed essential items within easy reach, so he didn't have to strain himself. Financially, he became more resourceful. He learned to cook simple, healthy meals that were budget-friendly. He also found local community programs that offered support, such as food assistance and social activities. These resources not only helped him save money, but also connected him with others in similar situations. Through all these changes, Grandfather Park built a fulfilling routine. He found joy in small things, like tending to his plants or reading a good book. He also made it a point to participate in community events, which helped him meet new people and form friendships. In the end, Grandfather Park's journey of living alone was not without its challenges, but his resilience and adaptability allowed him to create a life that was both sustainable and satisfying. He learned that even in difficult times, it was possible to find happiness and connection. Grandfather Park lived a quiet life in his small house at the end of a peaceful street. He had seen many seasons come and go, but lately he felt a bit lonely. One day, a young couple moved in next door. They were full of energy and laughter, and their warmth quickly caught Grandfather Park's attention. At first, they exchanged friendly waves and smiles. Then, one sunny afternoon, the couple invited him over for tea. This simple gesture opened the door to a beautiful friendship. They shared stories about their lives, dreams, and even their worries. Grandfather Park found joy in their company, and they enjoyed listening to his tales from the past. He spoke of his adventures, the lessons he learned, and the love he had for his family. As days turned into weeks, the bond between them grew stronger. The couple often invited him to join them for meals, and they would help him with chores around the house. In return, Grandfather Park shared his wisdom and taught them how to cook some of his favorite recipes. They laughed together in the kitchen, filling the air with the delicious smells of home-cooked meals. This arrangement brought a new light into Grandfather Park's life. He felt needed and valued, and the couple found comfort in his presence. They celebrated birthdays and holidays together, creating new traditions that blended their lives. Grandfather Park became like a grandfather to them, offering guidance and support as they navigated their own challenges. The young couple also enriched their lives through this friendship. They learned the importance of community and the joy of caring for others. Grandfather Park taught them to appreciate the little things in life, like a warm cup of tea on a chilly day or a walk in the park. They discovered that love and friendship could bridge the gap between generations, creating a sense of belonging that they all cherished. In the end, Grandfather Park, the young couple, and their shared moments created a beautiful tapestry of life. They found warmth, care, and respect in each other, turning their simple neighborly relationship into a deep friendship that filled their hearts with happiness. Together, they built a small community of love that made their lives richer and more meaningful. Aging brings a mix of financial and emotional challenges that can be difficult to navigate. For someone like Grandfather Park, who had limited resources, finding a way to maintain his independence while managing his finances was crucial. He understood that as he aged, his income would likely decrease and expenses could rise, especially with healthcare needs. This situation required careful planning and a thoughtful approach to his daily life. Grandfather Park made a budget that prioritized his essential needs, such as food, housing, and medical care. He looked for ways to save money, like cooking at home instead of eating out, and using public transportation instead of owning a car. By being mindful of his spending, he could stretch his limited resources further, allowing him to enjoy small pleasures, like visiting the local park or attending community events. These activities not only helped him save money, but also kept him socially engaged, which is vital for emotional well-being. Emotionally, the desire for independence is strong among the elderly. Grandfather Park wanted to feel in control of his life, making his own choices rather than relying on others. He found ways to maintain that independence by staying active in his community and building meaningful connections with friends and neighbors. These relationships provided him with support and companionship, which are essential as one ages. Having people to talk to and share experiences with can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness and isolation. Thoughtful planning can alleviate many challenges of elderly living. By setting clear goals for his finances and staying connected with others, Grandfather Park created a balanced life. He learned to ask for help when he needed it, whether it was from family or friends, which is an important part of maintaining independence. This balance between managing resources and nurturing relationships allowed him to live a fulfilling life, despite the limitations that come with aging. In conclusion, the journey of aging can be smoother with careful financial planning and strong social connections. Grandfather Park's experience shows that it is possible to maintain independence and find joy in life, even with limited resources. By focusing on what truly matters, relationships, and thoughtful choices, one can navigate the challenges of aging with grace and dignity. In his later years, Grandfather Park discovered a new sense of joy and stability that he had not felt in a long time. This change came from an innovative living arrangement that allowed him to live in a community designed for older adults. Here, he found not just a place to stay, but a supportive environment that respected his dignity and encouraged his independence. Every morning, Grandfather Park would wake up to the sound of laughter and friendly conversations in the common area. He enjoyed sharing breakfast with his neighbors, exchanging stories and smiles. This simple routine brought him a sense of belonging that he had missed. The community organized activities that kept him engaged, from gardening to art classes, allowing him to explore new hobbies and make new friends. The staff was always nearby, ready to help when needed, but they also encouraged him to do things for himself. This balance made him feel capable and valued. He could choose how to spend his day, whether it was taking a walk in the garden or joining a game of cards. This freedom was essential for his emotional well-being, as it reminded him that he still had control over his life. Grandfather Park also appreciated the safety and comfort of his new home. The design of the community was thoughtful, with wide hallways and handrails that made moving around easier. This attention to detail helped him feel secure, reducing the worries that often come with aging. Through this innovative living arrangement, Grandfather Park found not just a roof over his head, but a place where he could thrive. It highlighted the importance of creating supportive environments for the elderly, where they can maintain their dignity, enjoy their independence, and nurture their emotional health. In this community, he felt seen, heard, and loved, which filled his